Well, hello there, Pisces. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your mid-October reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. So let's jump into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. You have frog spirit, clear out the clutter. And cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. You know, both of these are very watery, your energy of really allowing those emotions to kind of like bubble up so that you can transmute them, clear them out, clear the way for new experiences and people, situations, and reflection, healing, transformation. Yes. You know, we have the full moon in Aries on the 17th. This is the energy that, you know, full moons are all about completion. This is the number 28. 2 plus 8 equals 10. Completion. There's the sense that you are completing some type of a cycle here. And it's allowing yourself to kind of like, you know, reflect on what the blessing of a situation or a relationship that is coming to an end, but it's also about allowing yourself to kind of like grieve if you need to, anything that you feel like you're losing because of the ending of this situation, and then allowing yourself, right, to open up to the new. In fact, really allow yourself to feel the emotions, the excitement of starting something new. Even if you don't know what that new is, right? It's kind of like just getting excited about new. You know, I'm a retired teacher, and, you know, even before I kind of would know like who was going to be in my class, or maybe even which classroom I was going to have, sometimes I didn't even know what grade I was going to teach until right before school started. But just that excitement of something new, knowing that the new is right around the corner, and it is something new that is going to go the distance and bring you a sense of happiness and joy, because you have the 10 of cups here, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to reflect on what is it you do desire. You know, something is coming to an end, and there are emotions about that, but also allowing yourself to say, what would I like next in my life, right? It's kind of like, you know, it's a little bit of energy of manifesting from thinking about all the adventures, the experiences, the relationships that you have not yet had. It's kind of like they're showing me like a menu, right? And it's like, okay, I've had these items on the menu. I don't want those. I've had those. I've experienced that already. And then saying, okay, but what haven't I experienced that I would like to have? Yes, because you have the Fool card. See, you are at the beginning of something new, something that is going to bring you a lot of happiness. But sometimes we have to allow ourselves, allow ourselves to think in the terms of what I want to experience, okay, that emotions. What would I like to experience, instead of trying to manifest something that is a 3D material, okay? And I'm going to show you why. See, you have this energy of, I'm going in a new direction. There's something new that I want. You have the Fool card and go the distance. I want something that is long lasting. But when you're thinking about what it is that you're wanting, you know that you have to walk away from something in order to go towards something new. And it is about, you see how she's kind of looking back at what she is leaving, right? This is the energy of looking back at what you're leaving, being grateful for it, mourning anything that you may need to mourn because you feel like you're losing something by going in a new direction. But it's also about saying, I'm moving forward. Right? I'm not going to keep my eyesight on the rearview mirror. I'm not going to continue looking to the past. I am going to allow myself to move my energy towards what it is that I want. And I feel like part of it is you have your 10 of cups, what it is that you want, but part of it is you have the devil and the door to value, right? It's kind of like you're focusing on the tangible instead of the energy of the heart, the energy of what it is that you'd like to experience, the emotional experience that you're looking for. Okay, so, right, it's kind of like, let's put this, say you are trying to manifest, let's dream big, right? You're trying to manifest $1 million, right? But you're focusing on the $1 million, and you're also focusing on, well, how is that going to come into play? What am I going to have to do to bring that in? You know, that whole thing. Instead of concentrating on the $1 million, the tangible $1 million, it is about what experiences you may want to have because you earn or acquire in one way or another $1 million, right? Whether it's winning the lottery or an inheritance or a windfall of some sort or a business that you start, it's kind of like, it's not the $1 million. You're concentrating on the $1 million. But instead, what you're being asked to do, because the $1 million, you can't get your heart racing for $1 million. But if you say, well, I'd love to take a trip to Italy. You know, I'd like to take my whole family to Italy for 2 weeks. I'd like to start a nonprofit to, you know, a charity of some sort that you're passionate about. I'd love to create some type of spiritual business, right? Where you can help heal other people, because you do have the healer energy and the sun and the sixth chakra. Understanding you could have visions of this. You know, you could have visions of how, if you had this money, the experience you could give to yourself or you could give to others. And when you're focusing on that experience and the emotion, how is it going to feel? Okay, when you are having that experience, when you're sitting in Italy with your family and looking over the Tuscan hills, right? It's kind of like, how are you going to feel when you allow yourself to sit in those emotions? Okay, that is when you are going to be able to really visualize and manifest what it is that you want. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of like up in your head. You're confusing yourself because you're focusing on just the $1 million and not what it is that you want to experience. So here's the other message I'm getting. You may feel like you have to have $1 million. And I know I'm just pulling that number out of the air, but it's kind of like, you may feel like you have to have $1 million in order to experience what you want. But the universe is so magical. You may not have to have the $1 million, okay? You may not have to acquire $1 million to have that trip in Tuscany, right? There's a lot of different ways you could get a trip to Tuscany, right? You could become a house sitter for somebody over there in a beautiful villa in Tuscany, right? And your whole family can come over while you're house sitting this house, or you could get, you know, a job there for a couple of months. It's kind of like allowing yourself to expand your thinking. I guess that's the key, because it's kind of like, for some of you may be feeling, I can't start a business. Okay, I can't really be as creative as I want to be until I have this money. But focusing on this money is preventing you from having the experiences that you are really and truly wanting. You know, it's really kind of interesting, because this is a little bit, I've been getting this message a little bit about that we're concentrating on the middleman, right? It's kind of like, you know, concentrating on thinking that there's some middle point that we have to, or some hurdle in the middle that we have to jump over in order to manifest what it is that we want. This is you saying, no, I don't have to have $1 million. I'm going to go ahead and just manifest 2 weeks in Tuscany, right? And just concentrate on the emotion, the experience of that emotion, instead of worrying about the money. And instead of worrying about how am I going to acquire this? Because here's the thing, this is exactly what your advice is. It's kind of like balancing out your head and your heart. There is this energy of you're too much in your head thinking about how can I get this? How is not your job, Pisces. That is up to the universe. Your job is to sit there and to really concentrate, to visualize, put it out to the universe of what you are wanting to experience, okay? And through that, allowing yourself to work with the universe, to have that balance of understanding that you're working with your spirit guides and angels. You're working with the universe in order to manifest what you're wanting. You don't have to do it by yourself. Yeah, this is helping you to move away, to allow yourself to move from, the Eight of Cups is not a bad energy, but you're moving towards your 9 and 10 of Cups because you're understanding, I think it's just the way our society is. It's kind of like we get so caught up in trying to bring in the money. That's that Pluto and Capricorn energy, right? I have to have the money before I can acquire what it is my heart desires. So then we concentrate on the money portion of it instead of just concentrating on going after what it is that our heart truly desires. Yeah, you this is beautiful. You're seeing that you can manifest in a different way. Your intuition, there you are, Pisces, the Queen of Cups, right? When you allow yourself to use your intuition, your guidance, right? Your inner knowing in order to guide you towards what it is that you're trying to manifest, the wheel turns in your favor. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card. It's like a whole new way of living, right? And then here you have the Ace of Pentacles. And you see the pentacle, the hand of God, the hand of the universe is just reaching out and giving you what it is that you need in order to have the experience, right? It's kind of like, okay, Queen of Wands, you're confident now. You're like, oh, I get this. Now I understand how the universe works. Now I understand the law of attraction. Now I understand that when I allow my intuition, my emotions to drive what it is that I'm trying to manifest, it comes in so much more easily. But Pisces, you're not the type of person that's looking to acquire a pile of money. You do enjoy the emotions of life, right? You do enjoy the experiences, the creative energy of the Queen of Wands, right? Creating the life that you want and not worrying about the money. And I think that is what you need to clear out, clear out the clutter, clear out the need to have the money before you have the experience that you're wanting. Clear out the middleman, and just work on having the experience that your heart is truly desiring. Beautiful energy. All right, so let's pull a soul truth card for you. I love this energy for you, Pisces. Okay, and I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. What can I do to make a difference? Yeah, I feel like that's part of it. I feel, you are a healer. You do want to help other people, right? You want to share your creative energy, your intuitive energy, your spiritual gifts with other people. You're concentrating, though, on how am I going to make money on that? This is, wait a minute, how can I make a difference? You can make a difference in this world just by walking down the street and shining your beautiful smile and your loving aura out to the world, right? You know that, Pisces. You can change the world just with your energy. And it's allowing yourself to say, yes, I know who I am. I am this healer. I am this bright light. I am the sun, literally walking around and shining your light brightly for all. What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Yeah, and I think, for a long time, you've been struggling with feeling like you're not worthy enough of what you want, that you have to acquire money or have status or something before you can go experience what it is you want to experience. This is you stepping into, no, I deserve it, and I'm allowing myself to go towards that. I want to make a difference in this world. I want to share my creative energy and spiritual gifts with others, and the universe will help you. The universe will help you, believing in the universe, knowing that they are trying to balance things out for you. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. I wish you so much love and light, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.